The MNN Network proudly presents Community Spotlight with Keith Robinson. Today, Keith will be talking with head football coach and athletic coordinator, Coach Bam Harrison of Justin F. Kimball High School.
Welcome to the MNN Network, Community Spotlight. And today, we are at the facility, the campus of Justin F. Kimball Knights High School. And we will be talking with a head coach and athletic coordinator when we return after these messages.
Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Coach,
What's going on, big dog?
Brandon Harrison,
Yes.
more affectionately known as Bam. How'd you get that name?
My one of my cousins, man, she couldn't say Brandon, and she started saying Bam, and it just carried on. And then my dad, he started calling me Bam more and more, and all through Little League, and it just stuck, man. And now I'm 52 years old and still being called Bam.
I get that because me being from a small town,
Yeah.
I have a nickname. But my story is no one knows how I got the nickname, but it's been my nickname since I was 1 year old.
Yeah.
You know, and I won't say the nickname, but the people that know that nickname, they're from where I'm from, and they're
Gotcha.
from a tight-knit circle.
Already.
You know, so I get the nickname.
Yeah.
Now, I heard you say your dad, he coached the Oak Cliff Redskins
Wow.
for over 30 years.
35 years. Yeah.
Now, my first question, how did the name Redskins get on in Dallas?
Okay. So we were the Oak Cliff Chiefs from the conception of the Oak Cliff Chiefs. So, and then probably like 1979, it was a split between the Chiefs, and I think they wanted to keep sort of the same type of Indian type of thing. So Coach Larry Oliver and my dad and other people, they got together and started the Oak Cliff Redskins.
Okay, well, because I was wondering, you know, being out here, Cowboys,
yeah.
Redskins.
Oh yeah.
No, we don't play that.
No, not at all.
That's good stuff. So, 13 years of experience,
Yes.
coaching experience. Started at Linfield
Christian School.
Christian
You did
Academy
your homework,
in
huh?
San Diego. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And then to DeSoto Middle School, then up to the high school.
Yeah.
Okay. And then also TCU and Red Oak.
Yes.
Now,
you did your homework.
yes, sir. I did. I saved Red Oak for a reason.
Yeah.
Because there was a situation in 2020
Yes.
playoffs. Lubbock Coronado.
Yes.
Take me through it.
Okay. The whole week of the Lubbock Coronado game, the head coach was sending messages to our players via one of the coaches constantly. Over
Unsavory messages.
Yes.
Okay.
Which nobody else got a chance to see or hear. And it's just football banter.
Right.
We cool with it. It's doing nothing but hyping our kids up. So we get to the game, pre-game, he's still talking. He's still with his, so now you are who you are.
Right.
Which I respect that.
Okay.
So we win the game. And after the game, I made a tweet about the game.
Okay.
And then it just went viral. Like the whole city of Lubbock was on my head, basically. So the tweet was a tweet that was just something. I'm thinking it's just banter again.
Right.
But the community got involved. The news stations got involved. Everybody got involved in something that's just between two teams, and it just took off like a rocket. And and you live and you learn from that. Every response, I don't need to have a response for that. That's what I learned.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
that's just one of them things where, one of my good friends just had an incident also from tweeting. You know what I'm saying? And then, once I got to TCU, I learned once you hit the send button, it ain't no getting it back.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
So,
I do.
As an adult, the things I'm trying to teach the kids is the same thing. once you pressing the button, once you say something, you can't get it back.
Yes, sir.
So as an adult, I learned my lesson. I'm staying off Twitter. If I'm not talking about anything that has something to do with my school district, with the kids, or my biological kids, you won't see nothing on my page that's derogatory, sent to someone else. It's about Kimball High School or my biological kids.
Understood. Now, the reason I brought that up, it wasn't to bash you
in
a bad light.
Right.
Because I knew as I read it, you put a spin on it and made it a building moment, as you just alluded to.
Right.
You told the kids, hey, you can send something and then you'll be known for that.
Yeah.
You'll never live it down.
Right.
The rest of your life. So that's why I brought it up, because
and a lot of times, like the people that were sending the messages, you don't really know me.
Anyway.
Because if you really knew me, you would know all the years that I've been doing what I'm doing, that I'm here for kids. That's what I do. I help kids. I help kids get scholarships that I don't even coach. You know what I'm saying? So that one instance could put a shadow on all the good that I have done.
There you go.
And so it was just something that, that when I first got the job here, and Buck could tell you, that's one of the first things that I mentioned when I got here, because people were judging me that was working here about that one tweet.
There you go.
So when I first got here, I had to explain to them the reason why just like I'm explaining to you, why I tweeted and why I did what I did. I'm not condoning it because it was wrong.
Right.
I shouldn't have said nothing. I don't care what that man been talking about all week. We won.
There you go.
Get on the bus and let's go home.
There you go. And there you have accountability. Don't run from what you do, because you can always turn things, a stumbling block, into a stepping stone. So, Coach, let me ask you this. Pro football player, drafted by the Chargers in 95.
Yep.
Played for them 95, 96. Philadelphia.
Yes.
97. Also, Montreal Alouettes.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wide receiver.
Yes, sir.
Not only a wide receiver in the pros, but also an all-state wide receiver at your alma mater.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, basketball player.
Yes.
Helped win the first state basketball title back in 1990.
Yes, that's it.
What position did you play?
I played wide receiver and kickoff punt returner. And with the basketball team, man, I was a reserve. Man, I know when I got on the court, it was strictly for me to play defense.
Okay.
That was it. I wasn't what you call a hooper.
Okay.
I was a football player that was tough.
Competitor.
Yes. And I knew why I was getting on the field.
Okay.
On the court. So
know thyself.
Yeah. And that was it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When I first got to Kimball, I didn't play football.
Okay.
I was worn out from Little League, and I needed just a breather.
So did you play for your dad over in that 30-year span?
Yes.
Pop Warner and all of that?
Yes. Okay. I played for my dad all the way up till I got to the largest classification, which was the A team. But all the way from the D team, C team, B team, I played for my dad.
Okay. So I'm sure that had a big influence on you in getting into coaching, because I would ask you, well, what got you started?
Yeah, and it's just, I think that and all the big impact that he's had on so many kids.
Right.
Like right now, I'm reaping the benefits of what he's done in the past with parents still in this community wanting to bring their kids back to Kimball, because a lot of our kids go off to Duncanville, DeSoto,
the conglomerates, right?
Yes. So when they find out I'm here and they still live in this area, they just bring the kids back.
And not only because you're a coach, but because I've heard you say you offer a service.
Yes.
You alluded to helping kids that don't even go here get scholarships.
Yes, sir.
So not only are you a coach, but you're actually offering a service.
Yes.
And that's really the main reason we're having this interview, because anyone that's offering a service, we want to put it on a platform and get it out.
That's it. I've helped over 300 kids get football scholarships at DeSoto, and Red Oak, and now here at Kimball. The last 2 years at Kimball, we sent 30 kids to school in 2 years.
Okay.
And so this year we'll have about 15 more this year.
Okay. That's good. Now that's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's good stuff, because like I said, not only you're a coach, mentor, second dad, the works, I figured, right?
Uber driver.
There you go. Taxi. Yes, sir.
Yes.
But I mean, it takes a certain, I've always said this, when you see a man that's dealing with kids, you should already know just off the top that's a different kind of person.
Right.
Because it takes a different kind of person to deal with kids.
Right.
You think about kids, all of the attitudes, the different personalities, the different demographics.
Right.
You have to be able to deal with all of
it takes
that.
somebody else's kid.
Yes.
That's what it is. Like, you know,
there it is.
It's somebody else's kid. I mean, and I tell them all the time that I spend more time with y'all than I do my own kids.
There you go.
This morning I had to pick up 2 kids, but my daughters, I had to get somebody else to pick up my daughters and take them where they needed to go so I can make sure I got these other 2 kids.
Now, with that being said, that could be a kind of crazy dynamic sometimes. And what I mean by that is, did your kids ever feel some type of way, or had they at some point about, you spend more time with those kids than you do with us? You know, that sort of thing.
Well, they was born into it.
Okay.
So it's just like when you're born into it, that's all you know.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like when my daughter was 1, Friday night, she gonna wait on me at the window. You know, I don't know what she would do. I don't know how she would do it, but every Friday night, Layla was about 1. She would just wait on me at the door. You know, I knew she was gonna be there.
And she knew when her time was
she
with
knew,
Daddy.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
That's
just
good.
You have to prioritize. You know what you need to do, and what I do on Wednesdays, I send everybody home early. Everybody got to go home early and do something with their significant other, with their kids. So we send them home early. If you have your kid is in soccer, your kid is in baseball, your kid is in whatever, and if you miss a game, you missed a practice, I'm going to fire you from this particular place because it's not going to go down while you working for me.
Right. Not under your watch.
Not under my watch. So if your child has something to do, you need to go. Don't ask me, tell me that my baby got a track meet, my baby got a baseball game, and you go. Communication. But if I find that you're not going, that's when I got a problem. So I'm gonna take this away from you, so you won't have to miss nothing.
There you go.
So I mean, that's kind of what we do here. We're just building a family, man. Structure,
standard,
and accountability.
Because this world wants, they believe in sliding standards.
Right.
Oh, I'll let the standard slide to me. No. You have to always rise.
Right.
Standard.
Standard is a standard here at Kimball High School.
Speaking of,
that's it.
A new day in the K.
New day at the K.
That's the mantra, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir. That's good stuff.
Yes.
That's good stuff. Now, I was bringing up your pro career because me as a player, football player, you know, I played at West Texas, and then with your coach,
right.
Coach Buck. Yeah, man. But there's when you're in the sport, if your coach didn't play, man, there's just something there that's lacking, and you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
But you as a pro, they know you've played this game on the highest level.
Right.
So there's a understanding just from that, I'm sure.
It is, and I tell Buck this all the time, like, I don't try to make them me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I also understand if they can't get off, the wide receivers can't get off bunkers. They getting jammed. I understand why you're getting jammed. So let's do this now.
Right. And they'll believe you.
Yeah, and they'll understand because I have some type of clouts when it comes to playing this position.
Right.
So it's a give and take because it's a different game right now.
Right.
The kids are different.
Yeah.
They want to watch YouTube and learn what to do instead of listening to what we have. Yes. And so right now, all we're doing right now is wide receivers is stand, start, release right now. They don't like that.
Fundamentals.
Yeah. So we're going to do this until we get dead tired. And then when you get tired of it, we're going to do it some more.
Until you can do it by default.
Yes. And that's what it is. And it's just repetition.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so yeah, it helps to get their attention that they know that I played before. Okay. It helps. But I have 4 other guys on the staff that played in the NFL and half the coaching staff played in college.
Speaking of, there's another one of your coaching staff members that I'm really cool with. Carl Thomas. Yes, sir. Bird, yes. Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah, that's another one. You know what I'm saying? That has a history of playing in the CFL. You know, he played and he was very successful in college. You know what I'm saying? So we have a bunch of guys with a wealth of knowledge that knows what's going on.
And that's key.
And it has to be. You know what I'm saying? And it just, with Buck and her wrestling, we send everybody to wrestling that's not running track.
Okay.
The linebackers, D linemen, O linemen, they're going to go wrestle so they can get their footwork and the hand placement. All of that stuff translates to what we do on the football field. So, you know, we are constantly trying to, nobody goes home at 4:30.
Okay. It's funny too because I said I went to school with Coach
Mhm.
Buck, and it's funny you said that he's teaching them kids that. He taught me some of that wrist control, thumb control. But you know, Buck, you feel that? Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, I feel it. But you feel let it go. But, right? So yeah, man, that's good stuff. Yeah. Now we're gonna stop right there, and we're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll come back on the Community Spotlight on the Marvel Knot Network.
George Crumb, 1824 to 1914. Crumb, a chef and restaurateur, is said to have unintentionally created the potato chip during the summer of 1853. They were made in response to a customer who sent back their fried potatoes after complaining that they were too thick. The crisps were an instant hit, and though Crumb never patented the creations, chips are arguably now one of the world's most favorite snacks.
Champion Character Water, revitalizing not only your body, but your character as well.
Do you have it in you?
Thank you for tuning back in. We're back with the coach, and now we're going to swing to the Knights themselves. Now, last year, you were 8-3?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Projections for this year?
The projection for this year is the expectation is a little bit higher than it was last year.
Okay.
We're moving down to a new classification, it's 4A.
4A, that's what I thought.
Yeah, and
because you were 6, 5A?
We were 5A. We was 5A Division 2. Now we're going down to 4A Division 1.
Okay.
And the expectation is that we should be able to run the table, but a lot of things come with that. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of amazing 4A teams. Just because we moving down classification don't automatically puts you in that realm, but you still have to do what it takes to beat the ones that was already there.
Right. But the fact that you competed in 5A should help too, though, right?
It should.
More physical, bigger boys,
yes.
type of thing.
It should help a lot, and but it's more of a mindset and a discipline thing. Mm-hmm. And we're trying to get the kids to do all the small things to beat those teams that's been doing it for a while.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
We can have the best players. We have a lot of good players, but do we know how to win yet?
Right.
And do all the small things. And that's some of the things that we've been practicing on since January to get them to do all the small things and all the little things that we have them to do on a day-to-day basis.
Again, basics and fundamentals.
Yes, that's it.
Okay. So now, do you have a lot of returning starters from last year?
Yes, we have our quarterback is back. Our entire receiving core is back except one kid. Running backs are back. And our defense is going to be impeccable this year.
Okay.
It's going to be.
So look out for the defense.
The defense will carry us this year, and the offense will get the oohs and the ahs.
Okay. Which is the way it is.
That's
just the way it is. So let me ask you this. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Mm-hmm. Who's the dogs?
We got, like I said, the quarterback, Amari Hall Williams Hall. William Carrigan, a linebacker that transferred in. He's from this area. He just coming back home. Cameron Johnson, he just came in. Our all-state safety, Juan Aguilar.
Okay.
He was first team all-state. He caught 11 interceptions last year. We're looking for big things from him.
Okay.
We have
Is he a senior this year?
He's a senior.
Okay.
I said we have two running backs, Thunder and Lightning. Okay. One of them is a big bruiser. The other one is, more finesse with a lot of moves. And our receiving core
Can he take it home?
He can take it home.
Okay.
Cameron Jackson, we have he's coming back. He ran a 21-3 at the state meet this year.
Okay.
So we got a lot of firepower, and we got a lot of great defensive guys that's going to make a bunch of plays. So we're going to win a lot of games, but we got to learn how to win the tight ones and get out of there when we need to.
Right. Well, we'll definitely be coming into Kincaid.
Oh, yeah.
And taking a look-see.
Oh, right.
Yes, sir. The network will be here. So, the local teams, I was kind of looking at the schedule, and SOC gave it to you pretty good. But they're state runner-up.
Yes.
So, I don't think they're on the schedule this year, right?
No, sir. We moved down the classification out of that 5A Division II. So now we'll be playing Carter.
Carter, they moved down too then, right?
They've been down for the last 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
now,
they've
y'all
been
were
down.
real competitive with Carter last year.
Mhm.
You lost, but I think it was a one-score game.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of them things where, that's a rival team.
Right.
So
now, is it homecoming too?
no, it's not homecoming.
Who's the homecoming?
Pinkston will be homecoming, this year. So, I mean, with Carter, it's going to be, Carter Kimball is going to be like that all the time.
Yes, sir.
Just because of what it's been in previous years. So, it could go either way.
Yeah, it's kind of like Cowboys, Redskins.
That's it.
Yes.
Whoever goes to play,
throw the stats out the window.
Throw it out the way.
Whoever got the heart.
Yeah, whoever's going to play that day, that's what it's going to be.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. So, I know you've looked at the schedule and you said, okay, this is the one we're going to have to look out for. Who is that? I
think right now with Carter is one of the top runners to win the district.
Okay.
So, they have us to win it, but I still would put them ahead of us because they beat us the last 2 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They have us to win it, but at the end of the day, yeah, we got to go beat them.
Yes, sir.
We got to go beat them. And then Pinkston is going to have a great team. I think this district that we're in, it'll be very competitive between everybody. Lincoln is going to be good. Conrad, Roosevelt. It's back to the 80s where everybody is playing each other in this area.
Right.
And it'll bring the fans out. And
that's what you want. I was just about to say that's going to boost the city.
Right.
Indeed. Because I remember, I'm from Wichita Falls, but I just come down here almost every weekend, man. We go to Kincaid, and Kincaid's rocking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a big deal to me. Country boy, it was big. So I definitely look forward to coming and checking y'all out. And, because I can say, hey, man, coach, that's coach right there. Let me go see what he got. Right?
That's it.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. So let me ask you this, because I was wondering, this is your second year.
You're going into my third year.
Oh, you're going into your third year. Okay. See, I thought last year was your first year.
Right.
Okay.
Going into my third.
Okay. So now your first year, how did you do?
We were 4-7.
Okay.
I came in the middle of June, and there was 23 kids here. Yeah. So we had a lot of work to do.
Yes, sir.
So we played with a lot of kids that wasn't used to winning. And
get rid of them bad habits, huh?
We had to do that, and we had to get rid of some of the kids.
Some of the kids, yeah.
Yeah, and we had to play with a bunch of freshmen and sophomores, and that it is what it is. And so my job was to come in and change the culture of the entire school. It wasn't just about the football program.
Right.
I understand that football is the first thing that starts the school year off.
Right.
The more we win, the better the morale is in the school. And then basketball kind of takes it, and then track takes it on, and then we have a successful school year. So that first year was a grind. We won 4 games, but the thing that I admired about those kids, they came to practice every day. We didn't win a game until the 4th game of the season.
Well, that was like winning the Super Bowl.
Yes, it was. And we lost the three of the games that we lost was at the last drive. 3 of those games that we lost was at the last drive. I mean, and it was one of those things where we didn't know how to finish.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That was part of the thing that that spring, I came back in the spring and changed everything. I made everybody get here at 5:30 in the morning, coaches included. We started our season. It was a new day. Our off season was amazing. And our spring was amazing. Our spring game was amazing. And all of that just trickled down into the season. And once the season started, boom. Now we 3-0, 4-0, 4-1. And it was just new. It was a new time because new culture. It's a new culture.
Yes, sir.
And when you winning, everybody wants to start to grab and get a hold of something to be a part of it.
But wasn't there with the downtime?
It wasn't. But I mean, it and I know that's the game.
Yes, sir.
And then,
of life.
That's period.
Yes, sir.
Everybody loves a winner, and everybody wants to be around somebody that's doing something positive. So my job now is at Kimball is to continue to change the culture and build the standard. And like you said, don't come down. We're not going to, it's no sliding scale here at Kimball.
Understood.
You either going to do it right here or you're going to have to go somewhere else.
Understood.
And, we take care of the building first. That's our academics is key to what we do, because you can't go to school without taking care of your academics. And I know the cliche is everybody got. I get it. That's what everybody say.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go into this building and you go and you talk to these teachers about how our kids are acting in the classroom,
Right.
That's what's big to me. I'm doing my job.
You're making men.
I'm making men. Instead of if you here with me for a year and you hadn't changed, I'm not doing my job. If you here with me for 3 years and you don't look completely different from you, I haven't done my job.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is that we're doing as coaches and men is to constantly tell them when you wrong, constantly love on them when they right.
There you go. Be
You know
fair
what I'm saying?
on both ends.
Yes.
Hard but fair.
We're fair and firm.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what it is. I mean,
I like that, fair and firm.
And when they're not doing what they're supposed to do, we reward them with something. When you're not doing what you're supposed to do, we don't punish them here.
Okay.
We reward them with extra work.
Gotcha. I like that.
Yeah.
You just got a reward today.
Yes, it's a reward. It's not a punishment. So it's not like I'm doing something to hurt you.
Right.
I'm doing something
building.
to make you better.
It's building.
It's building. Yes.
So 3 years ago you started.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the kids that were freshmen then, are they still with you now?
Yes. That's the group, Charles
Okay.
McEwen, Rashawn Parker, Jamari Martin. Those guys are the catalysts of what we're doing. They're juniors right now.
So how much growth have you seen from when you met them as freshmen to now?
Oh, they completely different. You know what I'm saying? Because they had to play as freshmen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They had to play. Mm-hmm. And then most freshmen don't have to play.
There you go.
But they had to come in and play, and they've done an amazing job.
Baptism by fire.
Yes. And now they're leaders. Now they're juniors. Now they know what's going on. They know what to expect from me. All they know is winning.
There you go.
They hadn't had to go through the bull crap that other people have to go through.
Right.
All they know is we coming at 5:30 in January, February, March.
Go to work.
They know now.
Yes, sir.
So now, the kids that are coming in now, they have to be adapted and get in here and understand what the culture is at Kimball. Now, that's just what we do.
That is good stuff, Coach. Mm-hmm. That is good stuff. So, do you get parents coming up to you and saying, "Hey, I see a change in my boy"? And
yeah, we get. I mean, that's part of the change from the weight room. They see their kids' bodies change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So from the weight room to the attitude to the grades, that's just a total human being that we're trying to change, and not just.
Yes, sir.
Football can come and go.
Yes, sir.
We can do that with our eyes closed. Black and brown kids, they can run, jump, and catch. We know that.
There you go.
They can sing, they can dance. We know that.
Talent.
We have the talent. But what else do you have to offer society other than you running, jumping, and catching? And that's what we're trying to do.
Building men.
Yeah, you can make $1 million and be a successful business person. You can be a successful whatever you want to be without running, jumping, and catching. And singing. It's more to it.
Your talent should be an enhancement. Not what you do.
And what we're trying to do is give them the work ethic.
Yes.
To go and do whatever else they want to do.
Because only 1% make it to the goal?
It's not many. It's not many. You know, and it's a tough pill to swallow for some kids that may not go to college.
Right.
Some of them have aspirations to go to Division I schools, but the reality is that they won't go.
Right.
Some of them may play their last football game in November.
Right.
But at the same time, like I said, if I've done my job,
they'll be prepared.
for life.
The transition.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That's good stuff. So let me ask you this: if I said, "Hey, Bam, tell the kids something," what would you tell them? Just kids, period. Not just on your football team, but any kid that sees this interview, what would you tell them?
Just to be, I would just tell them to be consistent in whatever they're doing and trust the process. Because if you don't trust the process of what you're doing, if you're trying to skip steps, there's no shortcuts. So trust in what you're doing, be consistent, and trust the process.
And that is coming from Coach Bam Harrison. It was a pleasure, sir.
My pleasure, man.
I appreciate you ingratiating us into the campus.
Already.
Because I know you're a busy man.
Yeah.
Building men.
That's it.
but I do appreciate it. And I hope to be able to come back and interview some of the players.
Oh, yeah, anytime.
With your blessing.
Y'all got an open invitation, man.
Y'all heard it right here. Open invitation. Justin F. Kimball Knights. Hope to see you at Kincaid. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this community spotlight with Coach Brandon Bam Harrison.
Appreciate you, big dog.
Thank you, Coach.
All right now.
And that's all we have. And we hope for you to tune into the next community spotlight. I'm Keith Robinson, reporting on the Marble Knot Network.